Dogs know before you speak, they comfort before you collapse, and sometimes they leave before you do. Could your dog be sensing your emotions before you feel them yourself? This isn't just loyalty, it's biology, intuition, and something science is only just beginning to explain. Welcome to part 2 of our series, An Emotional Journey into How Dogs May Be Reading the Invisible Signs of Our Mental and Physical States. Moments, even days, before we understand them ourselves. And by the end of this story, we'll share the haunting account of a German shepherd who vanished 3 days before his elderly owner passed away at 94. Picture a thread, not one you can see, but one you can feel. That thread connects your dog to your emotions. It's woven with thousands of years of coevolution, your dog watching you, living with you, surviving with you. Dogs weren't just bred to obey, they were bred to tune in. Today, we know dogs can mirror our emotions, but the real question is, can they detect a storm before it hits? Can they sense sorrow before a tear falls? Can they know you're not okay even when you don't? Emotional states often have physiological effects like changes in heart rate or breathing patterns. A groundbreaking study in Sweden monitored heart rates of dog owner pairs and discovered a consistent pattern. When an owner experienced stress, their dog's heart rate also increased even without physical interaction. Researchers believe this is a result of emotional contagion, where dogs biologically sync with the feelings of their humans, potentially through hormonal cues like adrenaline or changes in body heat. This connection is strongest in tightly bonded pairs, evidence that dogs are not only socially aware but physiologically responsive to our inner states. In essence, your heartbeat doesn't just belong to you, it's part of a rhythm shared with your dog. PTSD and psychiatric service dogs are trained to sense and interrupt early signs of emotional distress, but many untrained dogs exhibit the same behavior, pawing, leaning, or whining moments before their owners experience panic or emotional breakdowns. Studies suggest that dogs may detect pre-attack symptoms like shifts in posture, breathing, and hormone levels sometimes before the human feels them consciously. Dr. Clara Wilson, a canine behaviorist, notes that dogs show a protective alert state in response to minute environmental and emotional changes. It may be rooted in evolutionary instincts where detecting weakness or danger within a pack could be the key to survival. Today, that instinct has transformed into a life-saving intuition. Dogs are exceptional observers of human faces. In a 2021 study at the University of Helsinki, dogs were shown photos of various human expressions. The finding: dogs spend significantly more time observing sad and fearful faces, suggesting heightened emotional concern and attentiveness. Researchers believe this behavior is tied to their domestication process, during which dogs evolved to interpret subtle social signals in humans to improve cooperation and bonding. Unlike primates who rely heavily on complex gestures and vocalizations, dogs excel at decoding microexpressions, tiny muscle movements most people miss. Their visual sensitivity, combined with scent and tone recognition, makes them emotional pattern readers unlike any other domesticated species. Anecdotal reports across cultures describe dogs acting strangely hours before traumatic events, pacing, whining, hiding, or fixating on doors and windows. Some researchers hypothesize this behavior may be connected to electromagnetic field sensitivity, a phenomenon dogs may share with other animals like birds and dolphins. Dogs are also acutely aware of circadian disruptions, and they may detect subtle shifts in a person's biological rhythm during emotional turmoil. Much like how dogs predict seizures before they occur, it's possible they also recognize pre-emotional or even existential shifts in their environment. What appears to be restlessness may actually be an alert response to an emotional event the human hasn't yet detected. Not all emotional detection can be explained by hormones or heartbeats. Many owners recount moments when dogs responded to events with no visual or audible cues at all, especially during moments of grief, illness, or unexpected loss. One woman described her dog hiding under a bed hours before she received tragic news. Another man's dog refused to eat days before he suffered a heart attack. While science continues to investigate these claims, many theorists believe dogs operate in a sensory bandwidth beyond our understanding, detecting changes in atmospheric chemistry, sound frequency, or even human electrical activity, whether it's instinct, energy, or something more. Dogs feel the invisible often before we're aware of it ourselves. Dogs don't always warn us. Sometimes they withdraw, In Oregon, a 94-year-old veteran shared every waking moment with his German Shepherd, Kaiser. They were inseparable for over a decade, but one morning Kaiser slipped quietly out the front gate, a move completely uncharacteristic for him. Flyers were posted, search parties formed, police look around, nothing. 3 days later, the aged veteran passed peacefully in his sleep. No distress, no illness, just a gentle departure. Kaiser never returned. Some say he was grieving, others say he was preparing, but perhaps he simply knew that his job was done. Dogs are more than companions, they are emotional radars, and while science may never fully explain their sixth sense, their presence continues to guide us through anxiety, through change, and even through the unknown. In the next chapter of this series, we'll go even deeper. Can dogs detect death before it arrives? Subscribe to stay connected. Like and comment if you've experienced a moment where your dog just knew, because while we search for answers, your dog already feels them.